Hi! Welcome to part 2 of K-pop songs that deserve a second chance. This is basically a little series where I talk about K-pop songs that deserve a resurgence. Eras that I would love to live through again, songs that really didn't get enough attention. Speaking of attention, it has come to mind that I received a bit of backlash during the last video. Some of you judging my choices in the last list. Why didn't you put so-and-so? This song had enough attention, what are you talking about? Your list sucks. Well, my friends, why don't you make your own video? But of course, these are songs that I love, and I don't think they got enough attention. Whether it's the group falling off the face of the earth after the fact, whether it's the overall mistreatment, there's a lot of factors that go into this, but I guarantee you the songs on this list have got a lot less attention than some of the things you guys are suggesting. I assure you, Fence and Kill This Love do not need a random resurgence. They had plenty of time in the limelight. Take it up with someone else. But before we get into the actual video, please don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. So as we all know, this little series was inspired by the unprecedented resurgence of Brave Girl's 2017 song, Rollin. So I'll be looking at songs released before this year. So first up, we have an actual mistreated group. So if we can all collectively think of a group that was actually mistreated, and no, it's not Blackpink, I will not be pulling that shit again. That joke didn't land very well last time, though I will admit Awesome Scream, Awesome Camera, Long Lasting Battery Life did deserve a lot better. But yes, we do have CLC on this list, and I have chosen their song, Hobgoblin. Now this song was fairly popular. If we take into account the amount of music video views it has, it is on the higher end of this list. With 34 million views and having been uploaded in 2017. So fun fact, I still was on my K-pop break during 2017. I was only standing 2 third-gen groups at the time, but I heard this song and I was so intrigued. I was like, is this what new age K-pop is? Because I'm in love. And that kind of ties into why I think this song, and actually the group in its entirety, deserves a second chance, because I feel as though this song had the potential to gain so much hype for the group, and Cube just really didn't follow through in any capacity. Despite a very simple music video and really no storyline to it at all, I do think the styling and the concept really fed off of what made Cube popular back in the day, which was 4 minutes girl crush concept. But honestly, despite the simplicity of the music video, which in reality was kind of a glorified performance music video, which made the actual performance video a little bit redundant. Despite all of this, their energy alone, the styling alone, the song alone was enough to have me hooked. And the choreography. Can we take a minute to talk about this choreography? Because again, it's pretty simple, but their killing point was very impactful nonetheless. So we see Cube doing what they know best, doing what they're best at, using concepts that they know work for them, that they know work for their artists, and then never going back to that again. I feel like they were like, we're gonna give this concept to G Idol, and then CLC, we're gonna do some random cute concepts, maybe a sexier concept later on, but we're not gonna come back to this. For whatever reason, I have no idea why. Because I did look into CLC after this song came out, and it's nothing against CLC, but I just lost interest. The concept really didn't intrigue me anymore. It just seems that since Hobgoblin, they weren't able to really outdo themselves anymore. Even their most popular music video has a similar amount of views as Hobgoblin did. And it's not that views mean the most. I mean, people will enjoy songs if they enjoy songs, but we also have the entire fandom who's collectively agreeing that Cube is not doing what they can for this group. So with all of that in mind, I truly think that Hobgoblin deserved a second chance, or at least a follow-up that was equally as exciting, that was similar in nature. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you actually think a different song from CLC deserves a second chance? I just think this is where it was at. Let us now talk about TFELT, Ain't Nobody. I'm not really sure how to pronounce this. This is actually Yen from the Wonder Girls and her solo debut, with the music video having been uploaded in 2014 and boasting 3.7 million views. This song offered something totally different from the Wonder Girls' usual image. So the music video featured very simple styling, nothing extravagant in terms of makeup or effects. We did have some butterfly effects, but you know, it was nothing like big. It wasn't like this huge production. But what it did bring forth was a lot of rawness and a lot of emotions, which was also reflected in her vocals. Now, some of these performances were LAR, notably when she's throwing herself around, which there's nothing wrong with that, especially given this type of choreography. But, you know, even as far back as 2014, there are instances of LAR. But on that note of choreography, I think the concept was very intriguing. You know, we see her doing wall choreography, we see her throwing herself around the streets and so on. For example, there's this part in the music video where she's crossing the road, but then a car comes and stops. And, you know, instead of like acknowledging the car or anything, she actually falls to the ground and does this very emotional choreography. And it's just very dramatic and very beautiful, and I think a very memorable part of the music video as well. I can't remember the specifics, so if you were there in 2014, let me know. It was either in the music video or one of her stages, but people online were complaining that her feet were dirty. So again, either in the music video when she's dancing on the ground, or in one of the stages she's wearing kind of these ballet shoes but they're really dirty at the bottom. Either or, people were complaining about the cleanliness of it all. But it was like, no shit, that's the concept. The concept is she's so distraught. She just literally walks out of her house in her pajamas. I think the cleanliness of her feet are the least of her worries when her boyfriend is clearly cheating on her. Spoiler alert, I'm sorry. I think I ruined it, but like, you know. I think it's the opening scene that he's cheating on her, but you know, whatever. So yes, Ain't Nobody honestly sounds amazing. The concept was very interesting, very innovative, and I think it deserves a second chance for sure. Moving on, we have Boyfriend's Janus, which has 26 million views and having been uploaded in 2012. So for 2012, I would say it was quite popular, maybe not the most popular you could get. I just think so much time has passed and K-pop has got so much bigger that, you know, not enough people got to live through this, and I think that's really a shame. Also, what happened to Boyfriend? I just think the group itself deserves better. Me saying that, really not knowing anything about what happened. I know 2 Boyfriend songs. Please don't come for me. So why does this song deserve a second chance? Well, my friends, this is the epitome of second-gen melodrama. If you ever see a group fall to their knees in dramatic heartache, that is because second gen paved the way. Oh my god, wait, no. I need to correct myself because it was actually in 2018 where BTS in Fake Love pioneered falling to your knees in dramatic heartache. So please, don't come for me. Potential scandal aside, eyeliner is plenty. The instrumentals are just so majestic. They really went for an emo royalty concept. I just think it really wouldn't hurt anyone if this song made a random comeback. We also do have to applaud Boyfriend in true second gen style, Gen 2.5 shall we say, having gone from their debut track Boyfriend, yes, named after their group name, which was a cute concept, and then coming out randomly with Janus was, you know, very second gen of them. They did a very drastic concept change, but they did it so well. A little bit unheard of these days, but I do have to say this song sounds amazing. It is amazing. I highly recommend you check it out, and I would love for it to randomly come back. And you know, it's like so funny to me that we all have the power to randomly bring songs back. We could just all, like, K-pop stans, am I right? Like, think K-pop stans have so much power, and yet, like, what are we doing with it? Fucking nothing. We're all worried about McDonald's. I mean, ideally we could overthrow the government, but also they're like, you know, random little songs that could have a random resurgence if we just put our minds to it. Another Gen 2.5 gem that I really want to talk about is EVOL's We Are a Bit Different. So this was uploaded in 2012 and it currently has 2.4 million views. So this was severely underappreciated even back then. But EVOL absolutely deserves to be on this list. They were a 2-hit wonder and I don't know what happened to them, but this song came in and was revolutionary. It was different. It was everything. This music video literally starts off with fire. It has this post-apocalyptic concept. It's intense, and we're introduced to this group for the first time. But everything from hair to makeup to outfits was just very intriguing. I mean, this girl had 2-toned hair. Their leader also had red and blonde hair. But not only that, when we get into the chorus of this song, it's just beautiful. The vocals. I mean, I used to sing the song to my mom, and for whatever reason, she loved it. I think she had, I don't know how to explain this. It sounded terrible. It was just so intense. I really don't understand how this song did not get more attention than it did, which is why I definitely think it deserves a second chance. Next up, we have Hypnotize by Andamiro. who is now actually under YG Entertainment. If you guys remember, Somi came out with a song called What You Waiting For, and then people were like, this is weird because under the Black label or YG Entertainment, there is an artist named Anda who came out with a song called What You Waiting For. So the similarity in title was a little bit odd. And I was like, oh, Anda, I've never heard of Anda, but that's really interesting. And then like I'm showing my friend the song Hypnotize, but then turns out it was actually Andamiro, and she has changed her name to Anda. So before changing companies, this was a song that she released and I fell in love with it. If I had to describe the song, I would definitely say it's really magical and really nostalgic, and I would honestly associate neon lights with it. So if we're thinking Sunmi's Porapipam in terms of the feeling. And honestly, this is probably the most underrated song on this list, having been uploaded again in 2012, the golden year of K-pop. It stands at 620,000 views. The music video is quite quirky in nature, with some interesting colors and a random maid theme and some puppet themes. And fun fact, there's actually a Spanish version of this song. I don't think Anda actually speaks Spanish or anything like that, but it was like there was a random Spanish version of the song. We had a very awkward Spanish interview with the song. But other than that, I think it would be amazing if it could have a random resurgence. So last on my list before we get to some of your suggestions, which actually this is part of your suggestions, this was highly suggested in the last video, we have Weki Meki's Picky Picky. I'm so picky, picky, picky. This was one of the songs I downloaded in 2019 during my K-pop catch-up. So coming in at 11 million views, some might say it's a little bit underrated. So the choreography is great, the song is really great, the concept could use a little bit of work, but we all know I'm just a school concept anti. So yes, Picky Picky features a school concept with a school bus and kind of even a school play and everything. And though I kind of understand why if someone is doing a teen crush concept, they would go for that school theme, I just think, you know, we could do a lot better. But the song overall is just a lot of fun. Again, loved the choreography, and I would actually add in Dazzle Dazzle, which sits at 5.6 million views and was uploaded in 2020, because not only did that song sound really nice, but the concept was super solid. They didn't do this weird school theme, so I think it would be really nice to revisit that again. Okay, so now let us move on to some of your suggestions. So coming in really strong, we had so many people suggesting Red Velvet's Psycho. Now you might think this has like over 200 million views. Why would anyone think it's underrated or deserves a second chance? I think this lies mostly in the promotion side, because they only had the chance to perform this song with 5 members one time before Wendy's accident. So from that point on, we really didn't get to see them perform on music shows. We didn't really get to see what kind of outfits they would wear. We did see them perform at award shows and so on, but of course it was incomplete. So though the song is the most popular song I'm going to mention on this list, people would love to have a do-over so that they could do their promotions properly, go on music shows, promote the song like it should have been promoted. Another very common suggestion is Luna's Butterfly. This music video, which was uploaded in 2019 and has 41 million views, features very dreamy filmography and an ethereal sounding song. And they also evoke the feeling of butterflies through the imagery, through the choreography, and so on. I have to admit, it's a really nice song and a beautiful concept as well. When I first heard it, because I have some orbits in my life who are really trying to get me to become an orbit, and a lot of people, after I expressed that I wanted to become an orbit because you guys like to start shit and I'm just very drawn to that, a lot of people have suggested Butterfly, and I listened to it at first and I wasn't really feeling it. But in doing research for this video, and by research I mean just watching the music video, I actually enjoy it. And I'll have you know, I think I can name 3 members so far. And the last song that was recommended quite a bit is Khan's I'm Your Girl, which sits at 5 million views and was uploaded in 2018. Which also has a very dreamy music video and very beautiful vocals as well, so I'll link it below. Okay. And actually at first listen, I think it's a really nice song. Again, the vocals are very beautiful, so I will link it below if you want to check it out, as well as every other song that I've mentioned thus far. Okay, so that is basically it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Don't forget to leave down in the comments below which songs, which groups do you think deserve a second chance so we can make a part 3. I'm already thinking about the songs that I think deserve a second chance part 3. Tali, Bae, Cece, 9 Lives, say my name. Hyun deserves a lot better, not gonna lie. Don't forget, you can join my channel members by clicking the join button next to the subscribe button to help support this channel in a different way. These are the lovely individuals who have supported my channel, and I'm so appreciative of you, even though I have been not doing so well and haven't been able to upload as much, which I will talk about on my second channel. If you're interested, go subscribe. But anyways, as for me, I'm gonna get going, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye.